Okay, so I wanted to record a quick video on how to complete this week's homework. So this week students are learning how to multiply 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication with regrouping. And how I want them to solve this week's homework is using this page to show their work, to show their strategies on how they got their answer. So let's go back. Let's do number 1, for instance. Number 1 says 3 times 45. So let's go over here. I'm gonna write 3 times 45 to keep track of which problem I'm working on. In class, we actually use 2 strategies while solving multiplication problems at the same time. The first strategy that I use that you guys are probably familiar with is the standard algorithm strategy. Basically the old school way on how we used to multiply. And then the pictorial strategy. Something similar that both strategies need is the place value chart. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a place value chart for both sides and label it ones and tens. Ones and tens. Okay. Now I'm going to ask the students, well, how am I going to put 3 times 45 in the standard algorithm way? Students should say, well, 45 is the bigger number, so it's going to go on top. Similar to when you subtract or add, the bigger number always goes on top. And then we're going to multiply it with 3. Okay. In order to build my pictorial or pictures, I have to know which number I'm decomposing or breaking down. Students should know that we are breaking down 45 because 1 is the biggest number between these two, and 3 is already broken down. I can't break down 3 anymore. So what we do in class is we create a little number bond and put 45 inside. So which 2 numbers does 45 break down into? Students should say, well, 40 and 5. Think of it as expanded form. That's basically what it is. Now I'm going to ask students, okay, 40 represents my what and 5 represents my what? Students should say 40 is your tens because it's in the tens place. The 4 is in the tens place. And 5 is your ones because the 5 is in the ones place. Now I'm going to ask them, well, how many tens do I need to make 40? In class, we use something called base 10 blocks. So one of these blocks or sticks represents 10 units inside, as you can see. So how many of these sticks do I need to make 40? If I have 1, that's 10. If I have 2, that's 20. 3 is 30. 4 is 40. So I need 4 of these sticks to make 40. So how we draw it in class is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many ones do I need to make 5 ones? These are the ones blocks. Okay. We represent it like this. Well, we need to draw 5 dots. Now let's take this information and build our pictorial. So then I ask students, okay, well, how many groups of what do you have? They should say you have 3 groups of 45 because we're multiplying 45 3 times. So on my pictorial side, I'm going to create my groups. My first group, my second group, and my third group. How am I going to make 45? I have 4 tens, that's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 45. Let's continue and finish my second and third group. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 45. Last group. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically what this is we're adding 45 3 times. That's all it is. Okay? Now when you add, where do you start? In the ones place. Let's count my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or if we know our multiples, we're going to go 5, 10, 15. 5, and then we carry our 1. Plus 1. Go back to my algorithm. We did our ones place, so let's focus on our ones place only over here. Which 2 numbers is in the ones place? 5 and 3. So 5 times 3 should give us 15. Write the 5 and carry my 1. Same over here. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. Okay. Now, let's focus on my tens. I'm already done with my ones for now. Let's not focus on her right now. We're going to count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or we can go 4, 8, 12 plus 1 is 13. Back to my algorithm. Let's focus on my tens place only. 4 times, there's nothing here. I can't do anything over here, so I'm going to go diagonal. So I'm going to go 4 times 3. So what is 4 times 3? Well, it's 4, 8, 12. And then plus 1 is 13. Same with over here. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So the product of 3 and 45 should give us 135. And the reason why we solve using algorithm and pictorial at the same time is because students, realistically, they do not know their multiples. We are still working on learning our multiples. So eventually by then, they should be able to do the algorithm format and not really depend on pictorial. So again, this is the goal that we're trying to reach. However, right now we are doing pictorial at the same time with algorithm.